this is only the beginning of the new sentencing guidelines, the release of 6,000 inmates in the coming days by the Bureau of Prisons. This action doesn't even take into account President Obama's agenda to grant clemency to nonviolent drug offenders. According to authorities, these new guidelines could potentially result in the early release of 46,000 of the 100,000 drug offenders that are currently incarcerated. That is nearly 50% of those serving time in prison for drug-related crimes. They claim the aim is to reduce prison overcrowding, but will this also reduce the safety and security in our neighborhoods and our communities to have these inmates back on the street so soon? Joining me now is retired Las Vegas lieutenant, law enforcement expert, and author of A Cop's Life, Randy Sutton. Randy, 6,000 is the largest release of inmates in the Bureau's history. Why are they doing this now?
Well, this is part of President Obama's agenda. The 6,000 that are due to be released in the next few days is only part of the operation here. Within the next 30 days, there's going to be another 8,500 released. They're rushing to get these prisoners out. And the misnomer here is the nonviolent drug offender. I like that term because what it does is it washes away the realities of what drug offenders are. By the time you actually get into federal prison, you have a record that is lengthy. And all of these drug offenders were sentenced, most of these were sentenced because of gang-related issues. Remember this, that it is the gangs, the criminal gangs that are in charge of trafficking narcotics. By the time somebody gets into the federal system, they're already a hardened criminal. And the gang-related violence that we're seeing all over the country is going to explode.
So you say that after this original 6,000, many more are slated to be released. Will this be in increments? Will it be a few at a time? Will it be these mass releases like this 6,000? What can we expect? What can we expect with this?
Yes, you're going to see the mass releases. First one is 6,000. Next one is around 8,500. And as they propel forward, their end number is around 46,000. That's unheard of. Conceive of this. 46,000 hardened criminals are going to be unleashed on the American public. Now, we're already seeing an immense spike in violent crime and murder in the major cities. The vast majority of those murders and that violent crime is directly related to gangs. What is the fuel that funds the gangs? It's narcotics. It's drugs. It's been this way for 30 years. And many of the inmates that are in on the alleged nonviolent drug offenses were major narcotics traffickers, and a way of life amongst the gangs, and especially the drug traffickers, is protecting your turf. That's why we are seeing thousands of young black men being murdered on the streets of Chicago, Baltimore, et cetera. It's all related to gang violence, which is fed by the narcotics.
So this should have an effect then on our society in two ways. It should affect the economy, and it's going to affect our safety. Can you talk a little bit about what this will do to our economy first, having these people released back onto the streets, and then what you expect to see in terms of gang-related activity, the increase of more violence, of more drugs? Can you talk a little bit about those two aspects of the effect it'll have on our communities?
Oh, absolutely. You know, there was a time in the mid-'70s when Fidel Castro released his prison inmates to come to the United States, called the Mariel Boat Lift. And that, then there wasn't anywhere near 46,000 of those hardened criminals that were unleashed on American society. And we saw an incredible spike in crime, which resulted in much more of our economy being spent towards law enforcement. Now we're seeing our government is unleashing prisoners on us by themselves. We're not even a foreign government. And so what we're going to see is, of course, a major spike in crime that we're already seeing the beginnings of. Remember that in this last year that we have seen murders and violent crime rise in major spikes, as well as attacks against law enforcement. And this is directly related to gang violence. Now we're releasing upwards of 46,000 hardened criminals into the American public. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out.